Have you nano banana? Do you know what a nano banana is? What is a nano banana? Well, I'm going to show you what a nano banana is and what you can do with it. Now, I know we talk a lot about AI, we talk about the metaverse. I'm kind of flipping back to um, the AI portion of things. But I thought this was neat. And we did talk about it before, but I wanted to solely focus on Nano Banana. And this is a Google Gemini product. So if you go to your Gemini account, you go there, you'll see something at the bottom. So, of course, you'll see your regular square or rectangle for prompts. You'll see your tools. And if you notice at the bottom, you see this banana. It says create image. That is Nano Banana. If you click that, you've got it set up for you to create or edit an image. And what's great is that the image could either be you or something else, or you could create, or someone else or something else, or you can create a completely new image. What I wanted to do here is to show you how we can take a image and take our own image and then turn it around. So in this case, I want to become a superhero. So I've uploaded a picture of me. This is a picture taken from my smartphone. I've selected that banana, which stands for Nano Banana. I've got the image in there, and I'm going to just click go, and it's working, thinking, and it should create an image of me as a superhero. Oh, wow. There is no image of me as a superhero. So it says, awesome. Here's you as a superhero. How do you like your new look? Well, I don't see it. So what I'm going to do here, if you notice, there's these little buttons or links. If you hover over it, one of them is redo. So let's see what happens with redo. And that's been doing that. And I don't know why it's been doing that. Oh, wait a minute. So I've got one of two, but there's still no image. That's a little weird. So try it again. Okay, now it says generating image. So that's a little weird. Oh, wow. Look at that. So that's me as a superhero. So if you look at it here, that's pretty good, I think. You know, it's close enough. The eyes and stuff are a little strange, but I think it's close enough. But why the rhino on the chest? Make the rhino on. I like the lion. So let's see what happens. So this is a way. So think about what we just did. Now there was a little hiccup with that. But wow, look at that. So think about what we just did in just a few minutes. So barring the challenges with the image, it did create an image of me as a superhero. I was able to change part of it from the rhino to the lion. Let's see. Let's see if we can change the background to the sky with clouds. So let's see what happens there. So we were able to change part of the front of the image, you know, on the chest. So we were able to do editing. Now with just a prompt, I was able to change the background from the city to the sky. within seconds. Um, put me in a fighting stance. So let's see what it does here. So to go back and think about this, if we were going to get images, we would either have to go in some software and edit and create the image, or find another image or buy an image and then edit it manually. And I tell people, especially the AI naysayers, they talk about what industries are being, destroyed or taken away by AI. Think about this as far as designing images. In the time that we've been together, I uploaded a picture of myself. Within seconds, I've got a picture of me as a superhero. Let's see, and I'm able to edit it. Now, granted, does this look like matter of fact, that's a good idea to have it to do. Does it look lifelike? No, but it's still a picture of me as a superhero. And I've added a beard. Let's see if it'll make it lifelike. So that's more of a cartoon type of an image. Let's see if we can get it to be lifelike, or lifelike. Yeah, it didn't really change much. So let's take away the beard and then see what it does. So see if it can go back to where we were with the image and how that would work out. So for me, this is just amazing. So it made me bald. So I didn't want the box cut. I didn't want to be bald, but it did make me bald. So now we can go to Google Gemini, NANOBANANA, take a picture, and now I can just edit the picture by just typing in what I want it to do. Wow, there's a box haircut. So this is, I think, amazing. And, we don't think about, I don't think about it as far as like how fast and how far these things have come. Because remember, this is technology. It's really less than 3 years old. Well, November 30th will be 3 years since we had ChatGPT, but we didn't get image generation till much later. And now we've got image editing as well as video generation. We can make videos and it's only going to get better. So I think that this is something to think about and how we can use this to generate content, because definitely I use this to make my thumbnails. So I go on here, I type in, hey, I need a thumbnail for this video. And you'll see if you're watching this video, the thumbnail was generated by Gemini, where before I would have to go to stock footage. I would have to go to Canva and edit photos, put in text, and let's see if we can. Let's see if it'll add my name. So I would have to type in text, and it would take me a good hour to just get a decent video or a decent thumbnail for a video, let alone the title and the description for it. Look at that. Wow. So it's put my name right in there. And this is all done in seconds with just me telling it what to do. So, when you think about technology, how things are developing, even if if the advancements in this stopped today, I think this would be amazing. And I think that if we look back 5 years ago, even 10 years ago, this would be sci-fi. Like, how could this be possible that you could just type something in? I can even use my voice, and this microphone here, if my microphone will connect, I can use my voice to tell it what I want it to do. Let's see if it'll do it. Can you add a sidekick, like a small dog, like Crypto, to the image? Look at that. I can talk and tell it what to do. It got that don't do it, but let's see if it will overlook that. It's still working. Maybe I should edit this. There we go. I got a dog with Crypto. Okay, can you take away the dog? And then can you make me more in a flying position and have my name Imfan in the background? Now, I couldn't spell it says I'm fine in the background, so it couldn't spell my name. Let me see if, it's working. So let's just see what it does. And I think everyone should really be trying to work on this. Remember, these are images. You can even put these into your PowerPoints. So imagine you want a custom PowerPoint. Oh, it caught my name. Look at that. So I'm not flying, but it's got my name in the background. There's the watermark. So, and these are the Gemini watermarks there. So just imagine you can talk this through and create these images. The other thing is, when we talk about NFTs, there's this watermark here. So now each one of these images is watermarked, and you know that these are coming from Gemini. Can you remove the watermark? Yes, but I'm pretty sure there's a unique identifier as well. So that makes this image a 1 of 1 coming from Gemini. And this is how I believe that eventually NFTs will evolve, because you can now create these works of art and you can share it, but who's going to get credit for it, or can you sell it, right? And I think as we move forward and more people become more and more creative using this, just like with digital images and videos, there will be a cost for this, and people will become better at prompting or generating these images than others. And right now, the gap between those who are using the technology and those who are not, it's not very wide, but it's widening every day. So think about it. I know how to use this NanoBanana. As it develops, and then you have people who are not using it, there becomes more of a learning curve. And with that learning curve, you have something called arbitrage. So you'll have people who are taking advantage of the fact that there's people who don't know how to use the technology. So if you don't know how to make these images, but you need the images, I can sell you the images. So for example, if you want a picture of yourself as a superhero with your name in it, I can make it for you within minutes or seconds and sell it to you, because you don't know how to do it. And that learning curve will cost you time. So if you think about the price point I'm willing to pay to save time, it might be $1. It might be $5 that someone would pay for one of these images. Now, who's to say, how do we make money off of this? If you're using my image to make money, how do I get my share? So I think that's where that blockchain piece comes in. And I'm pretty sure Gemini will want to get their share for creating these images, whether it's a penny, it's 5 cents, or a certain percentage. They may want to share of the money that's being made from the images and or the videos that are being generated, particularly as it gets longer and longer, and you have more and more content being generated this way, like on YouTube, because I can make a video of myself or another character and post this on YouTube and make money without me being actually in the video. So I think that is something to really think about. The other thing that I was kind of a thought experiment is that as we get more and more of this AI generated content, I think that actual content will become more valuable. I think that, you'll have content creators that will actually, either have avatars of themselves, videos of, video avatars or AI generated content. And then people will actually pay to speak to them directly. So like right now, it's really me on this live stream. In the not too distant future, I believe that you will pay. So the live stream or the videos won't be me, but a private live stream with me actually being there, people will find valuable. And I think we'll see more and more of that with the social media accounts where people are posting different types of videos, and then to actually meet the creator and to understand what they're doing, people will find value in that. Just like that arbitrage where people pay for people to save them time on creating things, because as things move forward with AI, the learning curve will steepen. So you'll have to pay, and or you would have to pay either a person to do it for you, or you would have to pay for some sort of training so that you can learn how to do it for yourself. So I think this is when they say it's important to learn AI, to use it every day, because we're at that point where it's a skill set that anyone can learn. However, as it develops and improves and enhances and moves forward, if you're not continuously learning, you get left behind and you have to catch up. And the cost of that is money and or time, so you'll have to spend time to catch up and to figure out and understand what's going on. So it is an amazing time, but it's also one of those challenging times that we have to kind of dig deep and focus into. So I want to know what you think about this, the NANOBANANA. What do you think about the pictures and the images? Would you use this? Are you using it? Is it something that you think will continue to get better? I mean, I got to say, it is getting better. I mean, you think about the improvements that they make. So you got VO3 already. And these improvements, it's not just like it's a 5% improvement per year. It's like a 40%, 50% jump in improvement, as far as the user experience, the image generation, what it does, the sound, the length. It is continuously leapfrogging, and a lot of that has to do with competition. So I think that is a good thing as well. I want to hear your thoughts. I think this was great. Tell me what you think about